Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Sports Aces podcast. Anthony,
Tom?
and we got some lovely shoe women's basketball players to my left here. So if you guys want to introduce yourselves.
I'm Jada.
Hey, I'm not.
All right, so we got Chris in the back for a question, so I'm going to kick it off. Talk a little about your time at SHU. When did you realize that Sacred Heart was the right university for you? You can start here.
Well, obviously I'm a transfer, so it took me some time. But when I came on my visit, I loved everything about it. They had the program that I wanted, and Manetti was really chill, so I like that.
Yeah, me coming in as a freshman, I just was looking for a big family, and I felt like she was just a big family for me. It was a home away from home, so I just decided to come here.
That's cool. And coming from Quinnipiac, pretty close, fairly similar. Would you say there's a lot of differences here, or it's pretty comparable?
Basketball-wise, there's a lot of differences. Honestly, school-wise, there's a lot of differences because there's two different campuses. So at Quinnipiac, we were only with ice hockey, so I didn't know a lot of other athletes on the hill. But here at Sacred Heart, there's so much more environment to meet other athletes and other students, which I really like.
Tega, you got any questions?
Matter of fact, I do have a question. It's gonna be a random question to ask.
Alright.
So, what's your favorite color Gatorade do y'all prefer? Because I know I prefer, the blue, the grape, I don't
Grape?
know. Yeah, grape. Come on, man.
Come
Don't
on.
disrespect grape. Come on.
Come on. But my favorite Gatorade, I would have to say, is like the cool blue. That's essential. But the yellow can hit when it's when it's cold.
Okay.
But if it's warm, I ain't touching the yellow Gatorade.
Facts. Mine is the same, cool blue when it's cold. But I also like the purple one. They usually don't have it for basketball, but if you go, that one hits.
See?
Crazy.
It's making sense. See?
No.
The purple one is so good.
Nah.
Speaking of little off basketball questions, who in the locker room has the best music taste, and who's getting the aux?
Definitely Big Sierra.
Yeah.
Definitely Big
yeah.
Sierra. She's the life of the party every time. She definitely know what music to play when we need to be hyped. She gonna put us hype when we need some gospel. We gotta put the gospel on. She put it on, so she's on the aux for sure.
Yeah.
If it had to be one of you two, who would it be? Not start a little fight.
I mean, all right. I would say Jay only because the girls on the team like certain songs that I don't really listen to, but I can jam to anything. But I don't really listen to certain songs. I like the little baby type thing. They don't like to hear the rah rah all the time. They like a little. They like the little.
We work out before games together.
Yeah.
Me, her, and Little Sierra, and us two fight over the aux all the time.
Yes, cause I be like, change this song, man. This is not it. This ain't the vibe. I'm trying. Yeah.
Speaking of pregame stuff, is there anything that you guys do every single game, or is it just free for all?
Well, for me, I have to work out before every game, and I think after the fourth or fifth game, we started working out every game together.
Yeah. Me,
her, and Little Sierra, and then I read a book or chill, and we sit in the locker room.
For me, like she said, we work out first. Me and Sierra, Little Sierra, we work out most of the time together. But Jay started working out with us because we only missed one game, and that was when we had an early game type thing. We didn't want to go to pre-game or whatever, and it was real cool outside when we played CCSU.
Yeah.
But that was the only time we didn't go for a pre-game shoot around. But most of the times we just do that. But after the games or before the games, I like to listen to my music, lock in type thing like that.
And speaking of books, Jada, is there a book recommendation that you want to give the fans
She got all
out
the
there?
books. She got all the books.
Okay, if you want juicy and drama, Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. And then if you want something to build up your mind, The Obstacle is the Way is a really good one.
Nice.
All right, speaking of pregame stuff, who on the team has the best drip? Who comes in with the nicest outfits?
J Money. I ain't gonna lie. She everybody else be on some chill. She'll come in with the J's on her feet, dressed down, ready to go. I be trying to get the stylist tips from her. You see her today, she already So Jay definitely got it for sure.
No tracksuits though.
Oh no! In the winter, I'll wear a tracksuit. It just has to have a certain color, but I get dressed every single day.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Certain colors.
Yeah.
Just like you, Chris. Gotta get all the outfits down.
Nah, it's just with the fitted hats.
Okay,
'cause
Chris.
It's really important with fitted hats.
Okay.
But I want to know, because I know we had Coach up here, and she jokingly said that she can do an impersonation of all you guys. Who has the best Coach Minetti impression?
Big Sierra.
Big Sierra for
Big
sure. But out of
Sierra.
me and her, I would go me. On me. Coach Manny, when we at first we didn't really know how to play defense the right way. And she'd be like, where you supposed to be in your gaps? And she'd be like, higher, higher, higher. So yeah, but she had been down on her knees and be like, just waiting for us to do the right thing. So she definitely
And next year, if you watch a game, I bet you she'll stomp a few times too.
Yes.
She loves to stomp.
she might break a heel or two. She might just do that.
Speaking of coaches, obviously you got a great coach here. Are there any coaches before Coach Medi who think you influenced your play style?
Oh yeah. Oh good.
I have so many. I think definitely my AAU coach and my high school coach, they were just tremendous at their jobs. I think at the level that I played at, they were so ahead. Like I think they're very similar to some of the college coaches I had. So Don Carpel and Thomas were great for me.
Yeah, to piggyback off of what she said, like my AAU coach, CJ Scott, he kind of got me into this little humble mentality that I am. Cause at first I thought I was the sugar honey iced tea, but my coach was like, "Nah, we ain't doing that." And my first time playing with him, he kind of set me down, and after that, I was just humble after that. But and then my high school coach, Coach Tasha Townsend, she definitely is like a cool, laid back coach, but I can talk to her about anything. And I think that's the biggest thing is when you have a relationship outside of basketball, that's when you know that that's the coach that helped you.
Going off that, other players that you guys model your game after or like look up to?
That's a good question. Who do I love to watch the most? I've always been a Kelsey Plum fan. The way she shoots the ball is unbelievable. Arike Gumbawale, that was like mid high school, and she was unbelievable. And then men's, obviously, I love LeBron, like always.
LeBron.
Definitely a LeBron fan for sure.
Is that your goat?
For sure, for
Yeah.
sure,
That's crazy.
for sure.
You don't like that, Chris?
Nah, I'm a Jordan guy. I grew up in that era.
Okay.
It's respectable.
Jordan,
We'll
Kobe,
do that
that's
another
my
day,
guy.
though.
We'll do that another day.
We'll
We'll do
spend the whole episode on
that another day. We'll do that
Yeah.
another day.
But for me, growing up, I was watching Skylar Diggins. She was a very
tough.
good
She was
player.
she was awesome to watch.
Yes, I loved her game. And then over time, I started watching Courtney Williams. She's actually plays for the Suns. Well, she just got traded, but I loved watching her play just to see her fearlessness and on and off the court. And I just loved how they play. And like she said, as far as the men, LeBron James, greatest of all times.
So you guys talked about AAU. Obviously, that's a much bigger part of basketball now. How would you say the AAU circuit helped you compared to high school, or maybe one helped more than the other?
For me, like the Nike circuits, the Under Armour circuits, Adidas, not until my sophomore year were they really popular. So you kind of got it in any type of way. You play with regular travel teams. And then my sophomore year when I went to EYBL, it blew up. So if you were playing on an EYBL, Nike, or Adidas team, you were getting the highest looks possible. And I think that's like literally all you can do now as a kid in high school. Like you have to be on one of those circuit teams or you have to be really, really good to be seen.
Yeah, definitely what Jay said. I would say for me, growing up, it wasn't circuits like how she said, but we didn't get onto the circuit, to the Under Armour circuit, until my maybe 8th grade year, and we was on like the rise of the UA circuit, so it wasn't really popping yet. So you see little kids now that's like ranked 4th and 5th grade,
Yeah.
like, and you be like, dang, they're gonna make it type thing. But we didn't have that, so it was like we got it from the mud. So it was like, yeah, but it definitely helped me.
In those circuits, was there like a certain player that was like your toughest opponent that you had to face?
I had a few because I also, in my high school that I played at, we traveled like an AAU team. So AZ Fudd was definitely tough. She's at UConn right now. Diamond Miller, she just got picked in the draft second. Who else am I missing? I'm missing one more. Oh, Ashley Owusu. She was crazy in AAU.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
and Angel Reese. Forgot about her.
Oh,
yeah, she's tough. But I just came out of AAU, so everybody's not like, up high, but it's a freshman that plays for, I think, Ohio State. She's like one of their starters. I played against her, and she like dropped like 30 on our head, but like we actually played her, and she was like a very tough opponent. We just couldn't. She was a 3-level scorer, so it's kind of hard to guard a 3-level score. But other than that, like it was a lot of good teams. Like, but yeah.
Speaking of that, we asked Coach Minetti about the little beef that happened in the championship game. Do you guys have a way you feel about that? Because she said she thought it was the media talking to talk, more or less.
About Caitlyn and Angel.
Yeah.
I think I have a different opinion than her because I am a black girl. And they chattered the whole time.
Yeah.
I think Angel Reese made it popular to chatter, but women always have had to say what they had to say.
Mhm.
And because she did it at the highest level, it was more of a big deal than it had to be. Like, I think they glorified that more than their win and all the work they put in. So I think it was more than it had to be.
Yeah. Like I said, well, Angel Reese is from Baltimore, so I think what she's doing is very important for the people that look like her. But also, I feel like she's being smart about it. People are feeding into what she says, so she's getting NIL deals on top of NIL deals because her name is trending. So I think that's very smart
Yeah.
in the NIL aspect of it. So to me, I feel like she's just playing the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's smart, man. She's up.
Yeah, I mean,
She's
it's
up over $1
just
million.
competitive
Now.
nature.
She's
You
a-
guys are
I
gonna
think it
go
was like
back and
1.3.
forth.
Yeah, 1.3 million.
She's a millionaire, and she's only 20 years old, and she came from Baltimore.
National champion.
Yeah, speaking of the NIL, like, how do you two feel about it now? Like, being able to get endorsements at college athlete. 'Cause I know before, when I was in college, it was illegal, and people getting paid under the table. Now you see high schoolers and now college athletes getting paid. How do y'all feel that now you guys can get paid, but do it create envy in the locker room amongst your
no.
teammates?
Not at this level. I don't know if higher levels, but I doubt it. I think people don't count other people's pockets. If you do
Yeah.
that, you're weird.
Yeah,
For
sure, for sure.
But I was thinking about the other day, like, you think about a Brianna Storr who is iconic for 4 years, 4 national championships. She never got that experience. She would have been a millionaire her freshman year.
Oh yeah, easily.
For
Like, she
sure.
was so iconic. So, like, I'm so happy that women get that opportunity, women and men. But I think there's a downfall to it a little bit because, like, high school players now can get into that and know that they can have those NIL deals in college, and they could probably be more focused on that rather than, like, enjoying the game.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
definitely that. I think far as us, I think that it's a great opportunity to just get money, on the side, but also it's legal. And I think that we going forward we should have more resources as far as the NIL deal, and I think that SHU and other schools are working towards that. So I'm grateful.
Yeah.
So we'll get into this season. Obviously, you guys had a fantastic season. At what point in the season, because we asked Coach Minetti this, did you guys really know, like, we're going somewhere? Like, we got something?
And before y'all answer, I was definitely real skeptical about it. Was the non-conference games that had me a little nervous
Oh yeah,
because it was a struggle, and I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
But it wasn't like blowout games. It was like they was losing by 10.
yeah.
So I was thinking going to the conference play, after the holiday season, when do y'all start to realize y'all locked back in?
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
For me, I'm not gonna sit here and say I knew my team was gonna pull it out, because no, I was the same way Chris was as far as like being skeptical about it. I think we was a young team the whole season. We was a new team. You got 4 new starters that never played with each other, and then you got 1 returner. So it's kind of hard to gel together. But I think that when we hit that run in conference and we went 4-0 straight off the bat, I think that was like, all right, we got something going. And I think even in playoffs, when we locked down on our defense, I think that was the game changer. Like, our defense is what wins us games, and I think we all brought into what Minetti was saying the whole season.
For me, it was a little different because I was already a senior. So I've lived through the non-conference horrors. When you're at a smaller school, you're always going to play bigger schools and have tough losses. So I knew we were going to be special because just the way the team gelled. Like, I've never been in a locker room like I've been at Sacred Heart. We just were able to talk to each other. Freshmen were able to correct seniors. Senior were able to correct freshmen. So I knew we were going to be special. But I didn't know we were going to win everything until we played, like, our first 2 conference games. And I'm like, this just kind of feels, not to say easy, but, like, easy to play with each other and have fun and celebrate. So I was like, okay, we're going to have a special season. I didn't know how far we were going to go, but I knew we were going to have fun.
Side note though, Jay was like probably like the only other person. Like, even Minetti was kind of like, if you guys want to just go bowling, and because she felt like we just gave up already, and we was only 9 games into the conference. I mean, 9 games into the season. So Jay was like the only one like, yo, we got it, we got it, we good. And I'm looking at Jay like, no, Jay, we ain't good, we ain't good, Jay. But Jay kept us going. So I just, yeah, it was a rough start for us though, for sure.
Pretty early in the season, Coach Minetti said she named you a captain as a freshman.
Yeah.
Did you feel like, that was something that a role you wanted to take, needed to take, or you thought maybe someone else would take that?
Coming when you're a freshman, you kind of want to lay back and let somebody else take the lead. But I think over time, I just was like, I mean, nobody else is really stepping up. Besides Jay, nobody else was like kind of stepping up where people was listening to what they said, and I felt like everybody listened to me. So I felt like I just had to step into the role. It didn't matter what my age was, who I was as a person, as a player. They all respected me. So I just think that I just stepped into the role, and it was important to me. And don't get me wrong, I was very nervous to like step into that role. I was always a leader, but I never thought that I would be a leader in my freshman year. But I stepped into the role, and I think I did a good job.
She did.
Thanks, yeah.
Definitely. So what was it like going to the NCAA tournament?
It was a movie.
Oh my gosh, the private plane we got.
Man.
Oh my gosh,
I didn't even know you got a private
got
plane.
a
Yeah,
private
it was
charter.
it was like the Chicago Blackhawks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Minetti did mention that.
Yeah.
When I walked on that, well, I don't know what you call it, whatever.
Retirement.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I got on the
Target.
plane. I said I should have been living like this my whole life.
Man,
I never want to fly regular again.
Man, it make you want to do some. It make you want to do things and live that lavish life for sure.
See, in Stanford, they have a mall on their campus. By the way, just want to let you know that.
I did not know that.
It
That
was
is crazy.
It was amazing. California. Now we thought we were going to Los Angeles because a lot of us never been to California. So when we got there, we were like, "What is this?" But we still had so much fun. So much fun.
They had a museum on their campus and all that. Like they had a whole Hall of Fame, everything. Like it was just so beautiful.
And playing was so cool.
The experience.
I was gonna ask, what's it like playing against Stanford, like a legendary coach,
Yeah,
all that.
Tara Vanderveer.
Yeah.
For the
Yes.
people, once again, for the people at home who don't know who she is, do your Google search. She's a legend. 96 USA Women's Olympic head coach.
Yes.
Man, how was that? Especially, Coach May said when she was talking to her, she just seen the banners
Mm-hmm.
in the stands, and she was just like, "Wow."
Yeah. Playing Stanford was like a dream come true. You watch them on television your whole life. That's like playing like a UConn type of team, You watch them growing up and it's like, dang, I actually get to play them. And don't get me wrong, they were big. Like I was laughing. People was telling me after the game, like, why you kept laughing, but it was just the experience that I had. Like I always was gonna fight, but it was the experience that I had. And it was just amazing for me. And I think it was amazing for everybody just to see what they had. And I played against the first round draft pick, Haley Jones. Like who do you know really does that?
The clips
Not
were
a
on
lot.
the WNBA draft, by the way.
Yes,
Just
and we were on national television.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching that game. And I remember when the 6'7" freshman blocked your shot. It was just the laughing. I was like, she probably laughing like, wow, she just talked.
Did that. Like I got the rebound. I'm like, ugh. Grabbed the rebound. I'm like, all right, I'm about to go back up. She come out of nowhere. I said, oh man. But hey, I had fun though. I think that's the biggest thing when you playing basketball is to have fun. Especially at that stage, you kind of just want to have fun at that point. You already won your championship, so you kind of just having fun, especially coming from a lower school. So it was just fun for us.
So I want to rewind back. So I know when we talked to Coach Minetti, I know we always reference back to her, but what was that recruiting process for you, Nasira? Like I know, a lot of stories been said, but I know her story was like she just found you late in July.
Yeah.
Finding you.
Yeah, she did definitely. My recruitment process was crazy. My recruitment process was crazy only because COVID happened, and it didn't really affect us the way it affected the sophomores, which was class of 2021. But it definitely affected us by the coaches start dropping players crazy. Like they was offering and then taking the offers away because they wanted people from the transfer portal who had, experience and stuff like that. So I remember one of my schools that I was going to commit to, they had called me and was like, you know, I gave your offer away. I'm actually looking for somebody in the transfer portal, and it hurt me because like I was taking my time with it, but I'm glad that I didn't choose there because one, they didn't have a great season, but two, I'm making my own legacy at this school, and I think that's very important for me is to make my own legacy and create my own path.
For sure, for sure. And you came from the portal. You guys want to talk about what you think of the portal? And obviously, it's very, very prevalent today with the fact that you don't have to sit out a year. You can move right away and start playing.
Transfer portal. I avoided the transfer portal as long as I could, but when I committed to Quinnipiac, I knew that I was going to have to graduate early and leave because my major is speech language pathology, and not many schools have it. And luckily, Sacred Heart did have it. And when I was coming out of high school, Sacred Heart was an option, but I decided to go somewhere else. Manetti always makes fun of me about it. The transfer portal is quick too. Like when you get in there, when you get that offer, because you're gonna get calls immediately. Like as soon as your name pops up, you're gonna get calls. Manetti was the first one to call me, like literally 30 seconds after being in the portal, which is cool too. But you're gonna get calls and they're gonna give you a timeline because they're offering other kids too. So I felt like I was rushed a lot in the situation, and for other kids, like my advice to you is to take your time, don't rush because they're telling you another kid is they offered them. If that's a place for you, that's going to be the place for you. But for younger kids too, don't just jump in the portal because you're not playing. I think that's a big thing that I'm against.
Very important.
Like if you're not the man, work to be the man. Don't just leave because you know you can play somewhere else.
Yep.
So
For me, the transfer portal is like it's like a win and lose for certain kids. I think that some of the kids that go higher, they get picked up easier because they can play at a high level. But I think for the kids that's lower and they want to go higher, or they lower and just want to get picked up, I think that sometimes they don't get picked up and then you're out of a scholarship. Like you gotta not necessarily talk to the coaches, but reach out to coaches that already recruited you so that they are still looking at you at least. But I think it's an opportunity for some, and some is just you just lost thousands and thousands of players don't get picked up a year. So just imagine, just be smart about it, like Jay said, and have a good reason as to why you're going to the transfer portal. It's not always about playing. Sometimes your education is worth more than playing, and that's okay. Be the best teammate you can be, and sometimes having fun and having experience is not always what it is.
I just want to add two things to that.
Yeah.
The grass is not always greener. Remember that, because it might look good on the outside.
It's true.
But it doesn't. Sometimes it's not. And second, communicate with your coaches. If you just get up and leave and go to compliance and don't talk to your head coach, they're going to tell the next coach that recruits you. So just remember that.
Yep. Always remember that you're going to need the people that gave you a chance in the long run. So don't give them no bad taste in their mouth. Don't bite the hand that fed you. So
It's great advice.
So before going to the NCAA tournament, I know you guys had the NEC conference tournament. What was that experience like, especially in that championship game where FDU, you playing in their home arena. They the number 1 seed, you guys the number 2 seed. What was y'all mindset in that championship game, and especially when y'all realized we're winning this?
Actually, it didn't feel like we was in that gym. I felt like our fans were tremendously better than their fans. 100%. Like when we came out, I thought it was our gym. I thought we was at Sacred Heart University in Fairfield, Connecticut. I swear, I really thought it was. But for me, I felt like going into the game, we had something to prove. They doubted us the whole season. Even though I feel like sometimes when you beat a team twice, you go in there cocky. We didn't go in with that mindset. We said this could be their best game, and we're going to come with our best game. And I think that we all brought into that, and we came out with the win. And I think that even though they made their runs and they came back during that game, after Mill got that steal, that was game for us. And we was only up 2 points. And we was like, no, that's game. We was like, that's game. And Coach Maddie was like, no, but game's not over. No, the game is over. The game is over. So I think that was the time.
I don't want to say we knew he was going to win, but we knew he was going to win because we played them twice and we experienced their culture. That we play like a team. We out-team them every game. It's not one person. I think like literally the top 7 that come off the 2 that come off our bench and 5, it could be anybody's night.
Yep.
That's the thing about our team that's so lethal. We have so many components to win. And FDU, unfortunately, didn't have as many components as us. So I knew when it came down to it, we was going to get it done.
Yeah, for sure.
And after winning the championship this season, what are the goals for next season? Is it to go back to back, or are there bigger goals than that?
Definitely to go back to back for sure. But when we go to the NCAA tournament, now it's we won our first game. We won that first 4. We made history. Now let's be that Cinderella team. We had that experience our first year, but now it's about winning. Now it's about, I think that's the biggest thing for us.
And we're like, we had a young team. We're returning everybody who contributed. So we have a chip on our shoulder, and everybody is gunning for us this year. They know who we are. Last year, it was like, oh, surprise, surprise, Sacred Heart. No, you know who we are. So we got to play every game and not play around. Sometimes some games there could be none of that this year. So we got to lock in and be better.
Yeah. No. Coach Monet said that you guys got the target on your back this upcoming year, and everyone's going to come after you.
Yeah. I although we won the championship, I'm kind of mad that the preseason rankings is gonna probably have us 1 or 2, because that's what drove us this season, was being preseason number 6. So I think that now that we're 2, we gotta have that same mentality. Like, look, we was picked number 6 last year. Let's tell them again that it's you that's supposed to be first, no matter what.
And once you win a ring, you want to feel that again.
Yeah.
You want to feel that again. And when I go home, I'm from New Jersey, so a lot of people play in the NEC in my area, and I play pickup. I'm gonna let everybody know that I won a ring. So
Yeah, Jay.
they're gonna be on our backs for sure next year.
Yeah, for sure.
She got more rings than me right now. That's what I'm gonna say. But I know with this recruiting class, I would say that it's been a good, recruiting class overall.
Yeah.
Because I know the previous season was my first year in grad school, and I seen how that season pan out. And this year, very young team. What was that first day of practice like? For both of you guys coming on campus, because I know it probably was like the toughest practice you guys have.
A lot of
faced.
running. I'm gonna say that it was a lot of running.
I was mad.
Yeah, Jay was mad. She was like, I ain't never ran at Quinnipiac. I swear, I never ran. And you think I'm finna run in my senior year? But she brought in. But at first, Jay was like, nah, man, I ain't never run. But like we ran like a track team. Like it was a mental day for us. I'm not no.
Oh my gosh. And we were so competitive.
Yes.
Like there was one practice where Manetti was like, enough, y'all. Like, you don't have to flip each other over to win the ball. Like, we get it. So it was different. It was funny. But them 33s, and I got to do it my grad year, y'all.
Speaking of practice, who is the toughest person to guard?
Me. Only because like I'm fast, and like even though they can like contain me, I can do so much more. Just like dishing the ball, I can give my teammates confidence to shoot the ball. Like people that don't usually shoot the ball when they're on my team, they get confidence to shoot the ball. I don't really say nothing to them. They just kind of shoot the ball well when they play with me.
She makes me mad because you could contain her, you can make her take a bad shot, and them feet when they go get a rebound, oh my gosh, I'm like, I don't even want to box out because I can't even find you. You move so fast.
Yeah, for sure.
Man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Well, first of all, I want to shout out Allison. She in the booth right
Shout
now.
out Allison.
Yeah, Allison.
Shout out
She in that
Allison.
booth.
Shout out
She's
Allison.
working right now. You see a little
she
face on
is.
camera. But, oh, man. But
I don't mind.
I want to ask you guys, which coach could win in the one-on-one matchup?
Candace,
for sure.
Candace,
Candace, she done got
like that.
She got out of college 2019?
Mm-hmm.
Man, she still got it. Man,
she plays ones. Oh my gosh.
She played 1-on-1. She was too big. I was too big. I was too little for her.
Hoops in. Hasn't played basketball in weeks. Come in and cook at once. But Manetti gonna talk. Manetti won't play you in once.
But she'll talk
on the sideline. Oh, I would cook you.
I'll cook you. You know you can't play defense. You can't shoot. I'm gonna let you shoot the ball. I'm like, all right, Manetti. But like she gonna talk her stuff though for sure.
Yeah, and Flukes could shoot. Flukes could shoot the ball. I'm going with
Flukes could shoot the
Candace,
three.
but Flukes could shoot the ball.
Yeah, Flukes could really hit. Yeah, for sure.
In practice, you guys ever have like 3-point contests or anything like competitive like that?
Yeah.
Who usually comes out on top?
I don't think we do like the individuals, but I think the team we do like it's a couple shooters on our team. We got Jay, we got Amelia, we got me. Say I ain't a shooter.
But in a drill,
I can hit. But all right, so it's
Maya,
and OT. That's like the 4 main shooters for real. Them, if OT and Jay on the same team. No, if Amelia and Jay on the same team, most likely they're gonna win. You know,
Maya too.
Maya will hit the shot too. OT can hit too, but after a while she get frustrated sometimes. But she'll keep shooting no matter what because she's a shooter. But them 4, you had them on your team, you most likely gonna win.
Just listen, and Maya, I just want to say it. A lot of people don't know she lit us up in practice. Like that girl could shoot the 3.
She did. She helped us for sure.
Speaking of practice, what is your favorite and least favorite drills to do?
That's a good question.
That is.
Okay, my favorite is nickel dime. I like playing in the half court.
Yeah, for sure.
You have to either get 10 points or 5 stops first. So whoever gets to that first wins. And then my least favorite, Olympic. I hate Olympic. All you do is run.
Yes.
I don't like running.
Yes. Definitely Olympic is my least favorite for sure.
People
Only
be ducking the
because
line.
people be ducking that line to go back and forth. I don't like that. But my favorite drill is either Bloods.
Oh, that's a good one.
I love Bloods actually. Yeah, Bloods is good because it's like a 2-on-1 scenario. And I like what was yours that you
Nickel
said?
dime.
Nickel dime. I like nickel dime too. So yeah.
Speaking of little off the court stuff,
Yeah.
both of you not from Connecticut.
Yeah.
What's it like moving to Sacred Heart and immersing yourself in the community?
One thing about Jay, she gonna find somewhere for us to, have fun. And I think that we have fun when we need to, but we lock in too. So I think for us, it's important to get out the dorms and have fun and get some sunlight. So Jay keeps us well organized with that.
We do go to like other sports events. Like I wouldn't say I hang out with a lot of like regular students, except like people in my cohort for speech. But like we'll support the lacrosse team, we'll support football, we'll go to a basketball game, and we're like cool with all of them because of that. So that's a great part of the community.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, follow up for that. Which team do you like to watch the most?
Yeah, that's juicy.
They on the hot seat, and we got the camera on them. And beware, somebody's watching this.
You're gonna hurt someone's feelings.
Somebody's gonna be watching this and gonna clip this.
Damn,
Hey,
Anthony.
I like
Respect.
I like I like all sports.
Ooh.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna pick one. Women's wrestling. I went to my first women's wrestling match ever. I was in there like flip them. Only one screaming.
Yeah.
That was so cool. My coolest experience here.
Yeah. For me, if I had to do a women's sports, I love the volleyball games. The volleyball games was just a great atmosphere. Like I loved watching them play. But my men's basketball team, I
we
like
go to
watching.
those.
We
with
the
the one
loudest.
time.
Yeah, we're the loudest at their games. Like when they play Wagner for the little playoff, we was lit. I think I like that though. I like to come and support other teams.
Is there anyone on the men's team you guys think you could take?
All of them.
Yeah.
All of
All of
them.
them.
Clip this. All of them.
Ooh,
Jay
Jay talking it. Jay
Let's
talking it.
go.
Jay talking it.
So, off the wall question as well. Who's the best dancer on the team?
Naya dances a lot.
Me or Sierra?
Yeah,
it's
Sierra
like
too.
both of us. It's like both of us. Like we got our own routine when it come to I just want to rock. That's that's like our theme song. You put that on and we on the dance floor ready to go. I think we the two top. Yeah, for sure.
What about the coaches? What coach you think is the best dancer?
I ain't never seen them dance.
always locked in.
I don't know.
But who would you think?
Candace.
Yeah. Candace got a little more rhythm than everybody else, as far as like the dance moves. So maybe because Candace be around everybody that can dance, so maybe she pick up on something. But yeah.
She from Detroit. You don't know what they be doing in Detroit.
Yeah, in the D. I don't know.
That's right.
Whoa.
Let's talk about your awards this year. Obviously, collected a lot of them.
Mhm.
What was that like being, a freshman to win not only just freshman of the year, player of the year, and also defensive player of the year?
Yeah.
Because you guys said defense is a big part of your identity.
Yeah.
And rookie. Sorry.
Rookie
Say
too.
on
See,
rookie too.
too many I couldn't
Triple
count.
crown, baby.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like I said, coming here, I just wanted to build my own legacy, and I think that I made history my freshman year, and I'm very blessed to like be in a position to do all three of them. And my teammates helped me, my coaches helped me, and my everybody helped me. The people that support me, they all drive me to want to do better every game. So I get mad at myself when I don't play a good game. So when I do play a good game, I'm like, all right, next one. So yeah.
Chris, you got any more?
And we do gotta talk about Jada. I know Jada got some accomplishments as
Yes,
well.
yes,
You know,
yes.
how did that
yes.
feel? Transferring here
Oh,
for
NEC.
Quinnipiac, and then you getting recognized for your achievements on the court. How
Yes,
did that
yes.
feel being a transfer? And I know you're gonna win another award next year again.
Yes, for
No
sure.
pressure.
It felt good. I think a lot of people, I don't know how to say this. I'm very goofy. I have a good time. I really enjoy what I do. When I'm playing, I have a smile on my face all the time. My teammates make fun of me for it, but I'm
Yes,
just
'cause
so
she-
filled with joy.
We'll be serious and she'll be just laughing at me like, Jay, come on, lock in. And she be like, I'm locked in. I'm just smiling.
So I was happy that I was able to do something for my team and accomplish something. We put in a lot of work. I think people don't know how much student athletes put in work with school, with basketball. We had to do 1,000 points per week before the season starts. Let me tell y'all, that was a lot of time in the gym. So I'm just happy that like the work showed.
For sure.
And I just want to know what's your hobbies like outside playing sports? Because I know Jay said she read books. She gave us a good recommendations. Y'all should check it out. And overall, what is like your hobbies that you guys enjoy?
Yeah. For me, I think spending time with my family is very important to me. So I love spending time with my family. I love spending time with my friends. But after that, I just really just play basketball. That's really what I do. Like I be in the gym. I play with my brothers. Everything.
For me, well, I love clothes, so I shop a lot. That's like my therapy. I love books, and I really like school. Like that's weird to say, but I love school. I love doing all the work that I do, and I love going to nursing homes and working with older people. That's like my biggest dream ever. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Do you guys do you guys watch any like professional sports? And if so, do you have like a favorite team?
Oh yeah. Professional sports, I like the Lakers only because LeBron's on there.
Yeah.
Fair.
I like watching their games, but I don't really watch their games
the
because
players, probably, right?
sometimes they
Yeah, just
because
the players.
sometimes they be
LPS.
playing too much. But as far as women's, I like to watch Courtney Williams. I like to watch her team, which is Connecticut Sun, recently. But other than that, I don't really watch like sports like besides basketball.
Yeah, agreed. I watch obviously NBA playoffs. That's always gotta watch that. The WNBA playoffs this year. Well, last year I guess you could say was lit. Like it was
Crazy.
so good. Chelsea Gray, like I loved watching her in the WNBA finals. And I love March Madness. That's my favorite. I love every game being on. So yeah.
Yes.
Speaking of the WNBA, obviously it's a very growing league.
Mhm.
Do you think it's going to keep growing, or do you think they're getting to a point where they're because they're going to expand more
Yeah.
likely, right?
Yeah. I like you said, I think they're gonna expand. Women's sports are going up tremendously every year. So I just think that over time they will expand and get more teams and give young women more opportunities to play professional.
I agree. I think they're definitely going to expand. People are watching more. People are looking more. And then you look at like draft picks like Maddie Seagrass, who's from Villanova. Obviously, Villanova is a huge basketball school, but usually you see South Carolina, Connecticut. Like people coming from smaller schools are starting to get that recognition too.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to have to expand because there's so many. Like it's evening out. There's a lot of great players. So they have to do something, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
The WNBA is like growing such a big sense because of star power. You have so many teams, especially like the local team, the Liberty. They have like 5-star players on that
teams,
roster.
super teams now. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
The Aces is gonna be crazy.
The Aces and the Liberty,
And the
I'm
Liberty.
calling it WNBA Finals.
Yeah.
They
on the same side?
Okay.
No, they're gonna meet. I
Okay,
think because they
alright.
both have two super teams.
Yeah.
But I just know that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Get you on the spot here. WNBA MVP for the upcoming season. I'll give you my pick if that helps. I was going to go with Sabrina Ionescu.
Okay.
Oh, no.
It's a good one.
She's,
That's
my,
a good one,
she's
but-
my favorite player to watch in the WNBA.
Okay.
Who do I want to go with?
There's so many good players. I know it's tough.
There's so many good players. I'm between. Literally, it was this year, but Brianna Storr always puts her
Plays
numbers
good
up.
every time.
Elena Deladon is back healthy. She's
Mhm.
playing this year, and
See.
you can't count out Asia Wilson.
I'm going with Asia Wilson.
I'm with Pryor on that one.
I'm going with Asia Wilson. She has put in so much work over and over again that it's no way she don't get MVP. Straight
But
up.
Stewie,
Yeah, I get that. But
she's healthy
hey,
too.
look, I get it. But Asia Wilson, she's a monster. It's just no way around that. She can score all 3 levels. Like
I
it's
know, but so can Stewie.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
I don't know.
Hey, I'm going with Asia.
I think I'm going with Stewie this time. Actually, I'm changing my mind. I'm going with Stewie.
Okay.
All right. I know. Speaking of NCAA, what was y'all thoughts seeing the FDU men's basketball
Oh
team
my
upset
gosh.
Purdue? How did y'all feel? 'Cause I knew when I seen that, it messed up my bracket. Everybody FDU
Yeah.
need to see me because y'all messed up my bracket, and
Yeah.
I lost $100 in that. So it's okay. I'm okay with that. But how did y'all feel about that?
That was crazy. Like NEC beat a number 1 seed. Like FDU, love them, but that's crazy. Like
Yeah.
the odds have to be completely in your favor that day. Like Purdue.
Yeah.
Wow. Love that for them.
Yeah, Purdue played, like I said, Purdue is the number 1 seed. They played tremendous throughout the whole season. Nobody was expecting them to win, and I think that drove them to, want to win. They had an excellent game plan. They played very well. Their point guard, he was carrying basically the whole tournament. But yeah, I'm excited to see, where it goes in the future, especially NEC got put on the map.
Mhm.
They beat a number 1 seed. That was an upset.
What's crazy too is they didn't even win the NEC.
Nah, they came
Yeah.
second.
They
They
didn't
didn't.
even win the
That's-
NEC.
that was
like
the
Yeah.
what?
crazy
They
thing.
didn't.
What? And they opened the gate. I just want to say this: FAU played amazing, but FDU helped them.
Yeah,
FDU helped
They
them by
did.
knocking off the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
Crazy.
yeah, because FAU went
They went to
crazy.
the final
I
four.
wanted them to.
I wanted them to win.
Once
so
they
bad.
beat FDU, I was like, look, that's the team that beat this NEC team. They the next underdogs. They gotta
I
win.
wanted them to win.
But
so
they
bad.
lost in the buzzer beater.
That
but-
hurt. That
but yeah.
hurt.
Sorry, we're rooting for UConn. It's okay.
Oh, of course you're.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, hey, UConn was good this year too. So
Connecticut is up this year. I'm just saying.
yeah,
Yeah.
They are. We really are.
Connecticut is
Well,
up this
so
year.
everyone doesn't leave, but see how that goes. See how that goes.
Yeah, half the team's in the draft now. So
oh yeah, true.
Nah, man. I'm a UNC Tar Heels fan.
Oh, you had a rough year.
yeah, rough season for you.
You had a
like,
rough year.
The minute the coach said, "Oh, we're not participating," I'm like, "Yeah, I lost. I need to reevaluate my
And
fanship."
Caleb left, so yeah.
Yeah, and he's at Michigan. This is
Ooh,
crazy.
That's gonna be good.
This
He's
is
gonna
crazy.
bounce back here. He's
Yeah.
really good.
This
Yeah,
is crazy.
definitely coming from like the finals. They went all the way to the finals and lost, but you go to the finals and then this year you don't make the whole tournament at all.
They're
Decline.
preseason number 1s.
They
know.
had a
They had a rough year for sure.
So, question for both of you. And I know y'all gonna pick your own city. Which state or which
New Jersey.
area? New Jersey has the best basketball players.
Yes, men and women. I swear.
I would just say this, right? I think that
DMV doesn't count.
I-
You get one state.
Whoa.
I don't think that. Let me say this, right? Let me say this. I think that Baltimore is, like I said, underdogs, right? Nobody really picks them. But when we go and we turn up a whole nother city, you see that Baltimore is really them dogs, We really them cats, And not to say New Jersey is not.
We got Kyrie.
Hey, and I know that we got Carmelo Anthony, like
Pretty good counter.
we got Muggsy Bogues, like
Who else we got? Take me a
he's a youngin, But like I said though, yeah, Baltimore is we just bunch of dogs. We get it from nothing, So
I don't know. I got a Hall of Famer from my area. I'm from the 757 in Virginia. So, I got AI.
okay.
So
what about
Okay.
Brooklyn though?
Oh.
Brooklyn's got the Hoopers.
Hey, I'm gonna say this though. I think that New York brings out a lot
New
of.
York has-
It
like,
does.
They got their own style of
They
play.
got their own swag.
do.
They got their own
Yeah.
swag, their own
Rucker
style
Park.
of play. Everything.
Yeah.
I played there too. That
Dykeman.
was. Hey.
Oh, really? You played at Rutgers?
Yeah, I played at Rutgers.
That's
yeah.
Yo,
awesome.
what was that like?
Oh,
Did you play in
Yeah.
Dykeman?
Huh?
Did you play in Dykeman?
No, I only played at Rutgers. But so it was raining that day, right? So we couldn't play at the park, but we had to play like on a thing. But it still had records and stuff on it, right? I played there like my seventh grade, sixth grade year. I wound up winning the MVP, and I had my first little
Awesome.
interview, and I was like, I was so nervous, but it was just a fun experience. I'm gonna actually show y'all after this, but yeah, it was a fun experience. I got a big old trophy. Everybody who participated got a award or something like that. So it was just amazing to play. Yeah,
Was it like an invite only type of thing?
yeah, it
or-
was an invite
Oh, okay,
only.
cool,
Yep.
yeah.
Invite only.
Oh, that's tough.
I know one thing. I played basketball, but my career was ended because of Dorian Finney-Smith. Dorian Finney-Smith, the way he played, and I went to high school with him,
Mm-hmm.
and watching him play, and I was like, yeah, I'm not getting no taller. That man literally would backboard, like block somebody's shot like LeBron.
Dang.
Like I'm not playing against him. Too tall for me, man. But you know, when y'all was in high school, I know y'all play against some big known names in AAU. In high school, was there anybody that you guys faced in high school that you guys was like, to this day, y'all know is that one person that got away with the good matchup against you?
Ooh, I have a few.
Yeah, I have a few.
You wanna go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. So Angel Reese actually went to
St. Francis.
St. Francis. She
Academy.
went to St. Francis. And my team played them. We didn't have we didn't know that we was all gonna be like D1 athletes overall, but they had a couple D1 athletes, So we played them and we was up on them by a lot, like maybe 15. But then they start coming back and Angel was like, of course she's taller than me by a lot of inches, maybe a whole foot taller than me, maybe. But I had went up for a layup and she blocked it and she stared at me and I was like, you're supposed to block it. So I kind of let her have the battle, but I came down and hit a shot and I was like, okay, I'm back. But definitely her and then Easy Foot, she was a bucket.
Beast.
And-
Mid range, crazy.
and she wasn't like an Angel Reese to where she was going to little boy. She was more so like, I'm going to get a bucket and not say nothing. I'm going to get a bucket and beat you on a fundamental
Those are
tip.
the dangerous
I'm
players.
I'm a jab one way and take you the other way and then shoot the pull up and not even look at you after. I'm going to just fundamentals. So them two, definitely two great players that I played against.
I would say I got a few. Celeste Taylor. That girl, just do it on both ends. She was unbelievable. She was at Lou High. Diamond Miller, she played for her town school. And talk about a 6'5" point guard who can do everything. The way she played at Maryland this year was like,
Yeah, it
She
was
did-
ridiculous.
she played like that in high school. She's always been so good.
Jesus.
I don't know if you guys know the Mabry sisters, Marina Mabry and Dara Mabry. Them in high school, well, her younger sister, they were unbelievable. Could shoot the ball crazy. And AZ was that girl. Can do everything, like everything.
Yep.
All right, so I got my last question. We asked Coach Minetti if you guys would entertain a UConn matchup, and she said no. Would you guys want that?
Oh, yeah.
Because I want to see a Paige versus Lil Mama battle.
Oh, she's back.
She is bad. Like I said, I want to play against people that I know. They are a better team. They are higher up.
Coached so well.
Coach so well. They won national championships. So why not play them? Why not be that team that can beat them? If we are that team, why not test that? So I think for me, I'm not ducking any smoke with that. I would want to play them. I would want to play them. I would want to play anybody that's like that. I would want to play LSU maybe. I mean, you never know. Like anybody.
Yeah, and I think a lot of teams have opened the door with UConn. Like UConn was, when I was coming into college,
You couldn't beat
untouchable.
UConn.
Yeah.
You could not beat
Untouchable.
UConn like at all. UConn
And-
was UConn.
Yeah, now I don't think they're untouchable. So we would definitely want to play them.
I just got one more question. What would one piece of advice be from you guys to like young hoopers that want to like make it to Division One and make it even maybe farther than that?
I would say to be yourself. Your path is not somebody else's path. You can't look at somebody and be like, oh, they're D1, so why can't I go there? I think that you do the best the best for you. You know, maybe D3 is for you, maybe D2 is for you, or maybe D1 is for you, and maybe pro, maybe not. But you gotta kind of live your life for you. If it's for you, it'll be for you. So just trust the process.
I would say similar. Enjoy every moment you get because you went by so fast, high school went by so fast, and college is going by fast too. So enjoy it. Be grateful and be a sponge. Soak up every opportunity you can to learn more information from anyone possible, and put in the work. When you put in the work, the results will show at some point. So
Yeah,
just like
I say hard work never goes unnoticed. So if you're really putting in that hard work, it'll never go unnoticed. But if you bull crapping sometimes, it, it's not really hard work. So nobody not recognizing
and
that.
it might not show immediately the work
Yeah.
you put in, but just believe in it
Over
because
time.
when you need it, I bet you it's going to show for sure.
It is for sure.
All right, Chris, you want any last questions?
Yeah, my last question is with you guys in college, you know, when you guys hang up your basketball shoes, what's the long-term goal for you guys career-wise?
Yeah. For me, I definitely want to go pro, but after I can't. I want to play. I want to be a teacher, right? But I also want to coach. But I want to coach younger kids to tell them my story of I came from nothing and I made it out of Baltimore. And I think that's the biggest thing from my city is to make it out of Baltimore and be something, you know. And I think that when I hang my shoes up, I'll be able to tell, you know, younger children how to do it and why it's important to do it.
For me, because it is coming to a conclusion, I'm going to be in my grandma season next year.
Wow.
Um, for me, after this, I want to be a speech language pathologist, obviously. I want to work with kids all the way to adults. And speech language pathology, you help people communicate in any way that might not be with their voice. That might be an iPad. You might help them. You might help them get their memory back if they got into a car accident and they had a TBI. I want to be able to give people a voice because one thing that makes us all individuals is that we think differently. And I want you to be able to communicate how you feel. So that's just a huge thing for me.
Yeah, changing somebody's life, you know, just like how somebody changed yours.
All right, before we wrap up, is there any final words you want to give? Maybe a little shout out to someone?
Hey, shout out to my team.
Yep.
Shout out to my family. Shout out to Baltimore. Shout out to everybody this season for really helping us. You know, Coach Minetti sent the long email for the people, but that's just a small part of who helped us. You know, just thank everybody, and we'll be back next year for sure.
Same, basically. Shout out to my team. Shout out to my family, friends, everybody that helped us. Even the staff, I just want to say the staff in Linda's, they always had us locked in before games. They knew we was
Yes.
rushing. So the staff around, obviously, also the people who clean the gym, I just want to bring them up. They're also so sweet.
Yes.
Allison and everyone else.
Allison. Hey. Also, I don't think that T gets enough recognition.
Facts.
For sure.
Facts.
He spends a lot of time, you know, helping us. And even when we just went to play pickup, he kind of lets us and don't let everybody else do it. But he definitely deserves his flowers for sure. So I want to say thank you to T for, you know, just allowing us to, you know, do our thing.
Yeah, and obviously thank you to Coach Minetti for getting you guys on here and Allison for making it happen.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
give a shout out to the sponsor of the podcast, Hometown Worldwide. Link in the description. Go get yourself some clothes.
And catch us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and YouTube when we drop this episode. It could be later today. It could be tomorrow, actually. So
It'll be
tell a
quick.
friend, tell a friend.
Chris is an editing machine. He's got it.
All right.
But any last words?
Nah, man.
Alright.
They wrapped it up real good,
Yeah.
man.
So-
I got nothing else to say.
Look, thank you guys for being here. And this concludes this episode of the Sports Aces podcast. See you guys next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.